How's it going, y'all? Maybe Sooner here. Today, we're going over caliber prepping. Yeah, what kind of calibers do you need for SHTF/WROL, end of the world, whatnot, whatever you want to call it. That's what we're going to be talking about. So we need to be able to feed our firearms in the SHTF, right? Now, some people may think they're going to be shooting a shit ton of ammo. And if you think you're going to be shooting a shit ton of ammo, then you should be stockpiling a shit ton of ammo. I, however, think that if you're going to shoot a shit ton of ammo in SHTF, that you're more than likely going to have a life expectancy of 0 a lot quicker than you think. But it doesn't stop me from stockpiling ammo for prepping, because I want to practice beforehand, and if I need to, be able to hand it out to family members, friends, people of my community that are needing help with protection and don't have the ammunition they need. I don't plan in the end of the world of being a hermit and trying to stay by myself, because that's a good way of deleting yourself from society real early when it comes to end of the world, or whatever is left of society, I should say. Now, you're going to need ammunition for defense, for practice, for hunting. Yes, I know people are out there, oh, you're never going to be hunting during SHTF. I get that. Totally agree. More than likely, most animals are going to go extinct after everything, because everybody thinks the second that it ends, they're going to be turning into hunters. When really, y'all are going to be probably hunting each other, trying to stop that person from taking that deer, or stop that person from taking that squirrel, because there's too many of us out there. Now, there's also ammunition that you can use for bartering, and well, that could be a slippery slope of good or bad. A lot of people think it's a dumb idea to give away your own ammo. However, I'll talk about that later on, what I think bartering would be good for, and it's a contentious subject, but just hear me out. Before we go on any further, I want to let you know that I have affiliates. One of those affiliates is Palmetto State Armory. If you go to the link below, my link tree below, and click on Palmetto State Armory, they have AAC ammunition, which is a good, cheap way to be able to stockpile your ammunition. I get a little kickback if you purchase something from them. I'm not at no advertisement. They're not paying me anything. This is just an affiliate link. So if you want to be able to help the channel out, go use those links, and it'd be greatly appreciated. Other links that you can use are Bear Creek Arsenal, Monstrum, Optics Planet, stuff like that. I believe I'm going to be getting some more up there soon, but that's just how it is. Those are my affiliates. Now, for your first caliber that you need to stockpile is your main rifle's ammo. My main rifle is a AR-15, so I need 5.56. Granted, AR-15s can be in other calibers, but 5.56, in my opinion, in the United States, is the caliber that you want to stockpile for SHTF. Why? Because everybody has it. Now, I'm not saying you can go pick it up off of ammo dumps or people that have passed away or whatever. I'm just saying that's the most widely used rifle caliber in the United States when it comes to, say, AR-15s, AKs. And I mean, granted, you have a lot of FUDs that are anti-AR-15 that shoot bolt action rifles, but you can find some bolt actions in 5.56, 223. Also, you can use 5.56 in most places to take down most big game in the United States. Here in Texas, our deer are small. I call them Texas Greyhounds, because they're pretty small. And there's parts where you can find bigger ones, but for the most part, deer are small in Texas, the whitetails, and then you can use it for hog, whatnot. And you can still go out and touch something with 5.56 out to distance if you wanted to. I have a rifle with 5.56 that I can hit out to 1,000 yards. Some naysayers will be like, oh, you can't do that on a regular basis. No, I can't, but I can if I wanted to, if I needed to. I could get out there. I haven't practiced that distance in a while. Furthest I practice now is about 600 to 700 yards, but I can get out to 1,000 yards with 5.56. Now, other calibers that you can stockpile, 7.62 x 39 if you have an AK, or if you're in a country that uses AK that has more prevalent it's more prevalent to have an AK or 7.62 by 39 ammunition. That'd be a good caliber to stockpile. 5.45 by 39, I mean, here in the United States, it's getting fewer and far between to find, and it's getting really expensive, so I don't think that's a really good one to do in the United States. But if you're in another country that uses 5.45, by all means, that's a great one. Now, 300 Blackout. I actually do stockpile some 300 Blackout. I don't do it as much as 5.56, but I have it because I discuss why I think 300 Blackout is a good option to have in SHTF WROL. So I stockpile it. I do subsonics, supers, and I think it's a good option to have, especially when it comes to clandestine stuff or going on scavenging opportunities. And I'll put the video link up above, right here, and you can think about why 300 Blackout would be good for SHTF. 308, some people think, oh, I need something heavier. 308, 6.5 Creedmoor. I need something that'll reach out and touch something further. I mean, by all means, you can do that. You can get AR-10s. You can get bolt action rifles that have other calibers. But if you do it, you need to be able to get enough. So, I mean, 308 and 6.5 Creedmoor are a little bit more expensive than, say, 5.56 and 7.62 by 39, but it's still an option for a rifle. The next one that I believe that you need to stockpile more than the other ones below, yes, these are in order, is 22 long rifle. You can use 22 long rifle for multiple different options. Practice shooting, you can use it for hunting, you can use it for self-defense in a pinch, you can use it clandestinely, believe it or not. And I'll talk about, I'll put a link above about 22 long rifle, how you can use 22 long rifle in clandestine situations, or SHTF, WROL, why it's a good option for certain things. Next, your pistol calibers. I do 9mm. Yes, 9mm in the United States and probably mostly around the world is the most prevalent pistol option, pistol caliber out there. You can use it for your handguns. You can use it for, say, a small PDW style thing. This is my Recover Tactical PDW type brace for my Polymer 80, and I mean, you can use it for that. You can, if you need something more than just a pistol in your crotch when you're going into town, whatever, you can use 9mm for that. Granted, you can get PCCs and other calibers, but 9mm is probably the best in my opinion. Those other calibers that would be okay are, say, 40 or 45. I mean, if you're a FUD and you really like that, go ahead and get 40, 45. The new one, 30 Super Carry, for those FUDs that like to think they're on the cutting edge of things. Yeah, sorry, 30 Super Carry was already done and they just renamed it. And then you have 10mm for those that like to waste money or are really rich. Whichever one you want, I prefer 9mm. The next that I believe that you should get is shotgun shells, and most specifically 12 gauge. Now, a lot of people think, oh, shotguns, we're going to be running through homes and doing CQB with our shotguns and everything. Wrong. It's dumb. Unless you're in a group of people, that's a dumb way to get yourself deleted. So when I say 12 gauge, yes, get the buckshot for home defense, for self-defense, if you want to use that as a self-defense option. But I say get more stuff like birdshot. That way, I mean, there's a lot of guys out there that are really bad at shooting birds out of the sky. So if there's food that needs to be gotten there, that's a good option too. So I hunt dove during dove season, and I have a shit ton of dove ammo. I have duck ammo. I have pheasant ammo. I have all the different things that I need. And then you can also take small game on the ground with it. So I think 12 gauge would be the best. Yes, you can get 410. I mean, for all those dumbasses that went out and got the Colt, or went out and got a judge for when they thought the world was going to end with COVID. Yeah, you can get the 410. Look, I can put a 410 in my handgun. I'm cool. No, it doesn't fucking work. Sorry. Now you can get 20 gauge. 20 gauge works very well for shooting birds out of the sky, and it can work for home defense as well. But I prefer 12 gauge. Now, finally, you need to get random calibers like 243, 7mm /6, 7mm Remington Magnum. You need to get all those things. 22 250, 222 Swift, or whatever the fuck it is. You go get all those different things. Now, don't stockpile a whole bunch of them, but I would get some of the different ones that are more specifically ones that are probably more popular in your area. Here, probably 30-06, 243, and whatnot. So I think you should do that. That way, if you have some of those bolt action rifles in your safe, then you can feed them a little bit if you needed to during SHTF and WROL. Also, when it comes to bartering, you can use those rounds to barter, because I guarantee you there's going to be somebody, say your town comes together and y'all trade stuff in the town or whatnot, have like a farmer's market or a little market area that you can trade and barter stuff during WROL SHTF. Guys are going to be coming around looking for different types of ammo, and if you have 243 ammo and they really need it because they're out, you're going to be able to get something out of them pretty good, something nice out of them. So granted, bartering is, like I said, contentious because you don't want to give up your ammo, but that's why I say get random calibers. Also, people say, well, they're going to use that caliber against you. Not if you're in a established community where you are trading with people that you know and people that you trust and your friends and your family. Don't trade it to some random dude you walk past on the street and he's like, hey, do you have any 243? Yeah, sure. Boom. No, don't do that. But like I said, when society starts trickling back together in WRL, SHTF, that would be a good option to have for calibers. Now let's recap what I've been talking about. You want to get your rifle. That's primarily the one you want to get. I like 5.56. Then you want to get 22 long rifle. I like 22 long rifle. Then you want to get your handgun caliber, which is 9mm for me. Then you want to get your shotgun stuff, preferably 12 gauge in my opinion. And then finally get random calibers. Well, we're at the end. Like, share, subscribe, send this off to other people. Be greatly appreciated. And yeah, if you would like to donate to the channel, there's a way to do it down below. You don't have to if you don't want to. The best way is through affiliates if you don't really feel like wanting to give me money, which donating, it's all out of the goodness of your heart. I'm not begging for you to give me any money. I'm just saying if you would like to, that'd be great. Well, that's it for here. Navy Sooner out.